in all aspects of the service that your company provides or the product that you build, be kind and not nice to your customers. And so whether that's in sales, in marketing, or in what you actually develop, it's important to do that. And what I mean by that is don't sell everybody. We've all heard the expression, a jack of all trades, right? But that's actually a jack of all trades and a master of none. And if you serve everybody, you serve nobody fantastically. And so why should they pick you over anyone else? What's got me thinking about this today is I've had a couple of days of pretty decent sales. And in my calls, I've been making a promise to the people I'm speaking to of saying like, right, you're here because you have a problem that needs fixing. So I'm going to be able to tell you from the experience that I have exactly where you are now, what you need to get to where you need to go. And unfortunately, it might not be what you want to hear, but there's no point me lying to you, because it's my reputation on the line if I say, yeah, you're going to be fine, one session a week and you'll be great, and then you don't get it. Because I'm so confident in what we do, I've got a money back guarantee, so I'll end up paying you back all the money that you've paid me. I've paid for the fulfillment, and you've had a bad result, and it's going to leave us a bad review. So lose for everybody. And by phrasing it like that, you drastically increase trust, because it is entirely not in your interest to lie to them. And so, I definitely don't boast about this. Across the year, I have made 3 people cry in sales calls, although a friend of mine does have on their sales team a motto that if they cry, they buy. And today were tears of joy. A student has resat the exam 3 times and just wants to be done. And their mum said, you know, if it was a face-to-face speaking assessment, she'd be fine. But as soon as it's written down and in an exam environment, it just all leaves her head. And I pushed back. I said, I made a promise to you that I'm going to be kind and not necessarily nice. I have to stop you there. That's just fundamentally not true. Okay? Not to mention, this was a under-the-breath side note, we had just gone through a load of testing and she didn't know anything. But with my help and guidance, proved that it was really simple. So I gave her that hope. And anyway, the fundamental incorrectness of her statement, I just rephrased it as, if your entire exam were being or weighed on this one task, right, go and grab me a glass of water, would you feel concerned that you wouldn't be able to do that? And she was like, well, no, of course not. And I'm like, exactly, because you've done it so many times, it would be unreasonable that you can't do it again. And it's exactly the same when you have a mastery over a subject when you're being examined on it. The only reason something leaves your head is because you actually don't understand it well enough to be able to adapt to whatever the question is. But it's a really easy fix. And we demonstrated that we can give you that ability, that understanding, so that you can go in feeling confident and it won't leave your head, because you see in every possible permutation that could come up. And the mum actually, after I said this, it's always 50-50, sometimes people flip it, and she turned around and was like, thank you so much for realigning our beliefs on this, and actually everything you've just said there makes complete sense, and you're right, and now I'm filled with hope and confidence that you're going to be the ones to help us. And then so she came on board. It was great. Now the only thing I've got to do is fulfill on that. And the thing is, I can be so confident with the statements that we make and the promises that we make because of the history and the proof of the results that we've gotten in the past of people just like this student. And so, the whole takeaway from today, be kind and not nice. Don't serve everybody because you cannot make something that suits everyone. So, if someone is not the right fit for whatever you sell, tell them that and it's okay. And just point them in the right direction of what they actually need. Because what will happen is if they then go and get a great result, they'll know who sent them, you. And so when they see someone else who is the right fit for what you do, they'll point them to you. And a referral, if you know anything about referrals, are worth so much more to you as a business. They're much easier to close, they pay much more upfront, and they generally stay much longer and get better results. You accumulate that together and you get a fantastic experience for you as a business and for them as a client. So win-win-win. So by being kind and not nice to everybody, you will be able to provide better results for the people you can help. So that's the message for today. That's my thoughts, my takeaway. And just to remember, be honest with people, but be truthful and pretty blunt. Don't beat around the bush, especially in a situation if you've built rapport with that person to be like, hey, look, we're joking around, we're loving this, you can definitely do this, but I'm going to hammer this home right now. If you do nothing about this, you're going to fail. And that means this isn't. Bit of a sales technique and tactic there, but it can also go into all of your marketing and your product development and everything. That's it. Have a great one, guys. Peace.